Hello and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, remember to hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell. Thank you for hitting the like button. It connects our energy. It allows me to tap into your energy, and it is an energy exchange. And yes, it does help the channel to grow as well, so thank you. And your comments, thank you so much. It helps me, it helps the collective, it helps validate for everybody, and we can understand that there is a collective energy going on. We are going to do a reading now. These readings now I'm putting out are about the energy after the eclipse. It's happening now, or it's confirmation, or it will come in for you, or it's where you're heading. If you see a caption that is resonating for you now, and it's even a month ago, click on that reading. That's for you. Sometimes Spirit is giving you the heads up for what's to come in, and some people say, oh, a month or two ago that reading now resonates. So there you go. So let's get some new energy out, because the last two readings, there's a lot of love going on. There's a lot of new beginnings. There's a lot of moving forward and reaching out. We did have a Mercury retrograde energy as well. But let's see what's coming in. Take what resonates, what doesn't is not for you. That's why I'm doing so many readings. There's many different stories, many different collectives and groups. Roles are reversed. There is no gender in the cards, and you place where the energy fits. Oh, let's see what's going to come out. What came out then? We have the Emperor. The Emperor represents a final decision, organization, leadership, and structure. Okay, now we have the King of Water, which is the King of Cups in reverse. Compassion, understanding, trustworthy in reverse. Speed, activity, and multitasking. 8 of 5. These are new cards, guys, so you'll have to bear with me for a minute. That's about communication. I know what the message is. We have an Emperor energy here, masculine or feminine. It is about a father figure, an authority figure, a final decision being made. This Emperor, masculine or feminine, has realized that they are not in a compassionate relationship or situationship or job or whatever group. There's no understanding here, and they can't trust the person they're with. And the Emperor is now taking leadership and putting things into place, into structure, structuring that situation, leading out. Speed, activity, and multitasking. Someone here has put in a lot of energy, a lot of patience to a situation. They are overworked, they are stressed, and they are imbalanced, okay? There are conflicts, annoyances, and competition. So this is definitely someone who has realized and decided and starting to take leadership in this. It's not compassionate. They're not on the same wavelength. They're not understanding. They are not trustworthy of this person that they have been working with. They have been getting divine guidance. There is an angel here that has been giving this information to this earth, to this person. So they've been putting their time, their effort, their hard work, their money, their pentacles, their investments into a situation that they committed to. This is an Emperor who committed to something. Now, you know masculine, feminine. I'm not going to go there. You place it. Someone put a lot of work in. They did. And only to be overstressed, overworked, tense completion. And there was nothing but conflicts, annoyances, competition, and ungratefulness. I'm hearing someone, like, when it's never enough, when it's never right, when you can never do enough. And I'm feeling for this Emperor energy. Now, that could be somebody running the breadwinner of the home, or trying to please everybody. They couldn't. Knight of Air. Yep. They're ready. They have the Knight of Air is determined and motivated now. They want a romantic, emotional, and they're dramatic. They are seeking this love. They are seeking connection. Yes, the Chariot moving forward. They have made a decision. Interestingly enough, we have the Seven of Earth where the angel is giving them the information, the epiphany, the downloads, and the seven here, they are spiritual cycles. There's a learning here. There was no love in a situation. Someone has put in a lot of effort. Ooh. Yeah, look at this, the fated wheel of change. So that's fallen on the Emperor. The Emperor has had, it's time to make a decision. A change is happening, but the universe has brought that in. Luck, progress, and change. So they definitely are choices, over-analysing and procrastination here. The Emperor has been thinking about this for a while. Now, the Emperor does not make sudden decisions. That's why it is organisation, leadership, and forming a structure. And they have been doing this of how to get out. They weren't making, there's a lot of sevens in this. Someone was learning a lesson here. Someone was on a spiritual journey or in a spiritual cycle. Sensitive, open-hearted, intuitive, speed, multitasking. So their intuition is on high alert. For some reason, something has happened with this Emperor for him to change his mind. He's in an unloving situation. He's been putting in a lot of work, he or she. So I'll call them the breadwinner, the decision maker, the person that was really trying to form like a family or a structure or something like that. And they've realised there's just no love there. There's no open-heartedness. But their intuition is spot on. They're very clear with that because now we have loving, giving, psychic gifts. Yeah, endings, recovery, freedom. Overworked, stressed, imbalance, endings, recovery, freedom. Somebody wants freedom. They want freedom from being stressed, from being overworked. They have been trapped with these swords, their own entrapment, their own self-imprisonment, mental self-imprisonment here. Conflicts and annoyances, what were they? A Queen of Earth in reverse. Someone here... see, gracious, practical, capable. That's in reverse. This person's not capable, they're not practical, they're not loving, they're not caring, they're not nurturing, they're not motherly. They don't mother the home. They don't make a warm home, okay? And that's why we had here no compassion, no understanding, and not trustworthy. So somebody had an Emperor here. Someone who was doing all the work. Queen of Earth in reverse, for me, masculine or feminine, is someone who is a taker. Someone who is happy to sit at home while someone else does all the work, earns all the income, and puts in all the effort. And they're probably, if you can see in this card, there's no dishes done, there's no cleaning done. They're incapable all the time. They're emotionally incapable because this is a very stable, capable energy and it's in reverse. Someone's been with someone who is very emotionally void, emotionally incapable, not compassionate, not empathetic of people's hard work, of what they were being presented. And now the epiphany, the psychic gifts, the giving, the receiving, the open-heartedness of this Emperor is not seen. Yeah, look at that. Determined and motivated. 10 of Cups in reverse. Water represents emotions, family, love, and blessings. It wasn't there. Ace of Air, new beginning. Inspiration, communication, adjustments on the romantic, emotional, dramatic in reverse. So someone who's very dramatic in their emotions. They are very unloving, not romantic. There's no communication. There's no love communication in this relationship. This is an Emperor. This could be a father or just someone who runs a household, let's say, earns money, provides, organises, leads, really put in effort here in a family or loving situation, and it was not reciprocated. It was not, I feel they've just made this person less and less capable. This person's happy to step back, be annoying, competitive, complaining, never good enough. And I feel for this because there is no love here. There is no love. This is sad. Moving forward, seeking wise counsel, belonging, learning, tradition. So someone, yeah, okay, I know. Someone here was trying, the Emperor's very traditional. The Emperor found himself in a situation and he tried to do the traditional thing. Work hard, provide for a family, and he, she, whichever way. They tried to commit to someone who was not giving back, not nurturing, not loving. There was no love here. They're getting the willpower and the victory to move forward, but they do need to seek wise counsel. They were not wise. This Emperor, which is strange to me, because an Emperor is very wise, and maybe if he wasn't, he was just trying to be too traditional. You know, this is how it should be. I should do this. If we do this, this will work. And it didn't. There was no love. There was no gratitude. There was no camaraderie. There was in love, even in appreciation. This is sad. And look, everything's in reverse. And I said, I got my deck upside down, but no. Someone needed meditation, time out, and they're contemplating it. Yeah, there was no change in this relationship for these two. I feel we've got a situation here where someone went back to someone. Someone tried to make something work with a partner. They did. They sat down together, they made a plan, they organised it, they went forward in it, they decided this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to have, and there was no change. It was all pie in the sky, dream world. Someone saying, yes, 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 I'll do it, I'll do it, I'll do it, and I heard false intentions. Lovers in reverse. I'm going to get another deck in a minute. Is my deck upside down? No. What's going to happen? Let's what's the next question? Okay. So their wishes, dreams, and their happiness did not move forward, did not happen here. They did not choose wisely. They did not seek wise counsel. I've got a feeling because an Emperor, he will put in the work. He is committed, he is dedicated, he will work, he will provide. But he's very traditional. He could be traditional to the point where you were trying to make something work with no love, no connection, no giving back. Just making it work through day to day. Like the day-to-day, we can make this work. We can work through this. And I feel they were getting counsel off someone. They were listening to someone. Or they were following someone else's traditions. Or someone was saying to them, if you just do this, if you just work on it, you must work on these things. But it wasn't. This is lovers in reverse. Star card. This was this person's wish fulfillment. They manifested and wanted a new beginning with this person. This is self-doubt, confusion, free will. They chose wrong. This Emperor made a choice to go back into a situation. There is no change here. There was no love here. Nothing grew. Nothing moved forward. But I feel that, this is why I said it was sad, that I feel this was their wish fulfillment. They wanted it to work with this person. They thought this was the love of their life. And now they're in self-doubt. They don't know who to trust. They don't trust their own intuition. They're confused, and the right reason they're doing that is because they had free will. They chose to do this. They chose it. So now they don't even trust their own decisions. This Emperor doesn't trust his own decisions. Spirit said, get another deck. They're determined to stand up to the challenge. There's going to be a challenge. They're determined to stand up to this situation. And charity, generosity, and windfall. So they're trying to get money together, or they are going to move. When they move forward, I feel like their abundance comes when they move forward from this situation. I feel they were with someone who was just there for money, or taking, or to be looked after, or they had someone who was codependent on them. They were never happy anyway. There was so many emotions and illusions and delusions in this relationship. And the World card has come in. It's time for a reset. It's over. Yet someone is expanding their horizons, moving on and setting sail. And the Magician card, that is now where that King of Pentacles is at, and he wants to move forward. He or she, as you know, they... wow. Okay. So here's the thing. I think that the Emperor tried to maybe please people or stay traditional, or thought that they wanted this traditional situation, or to make something work. And, you know, they had free will. They chose it. They did choose it. Okay, yeah. And now they've got to defend and fight their way out, which is this card here. Same card. Look. Same card right here. Yep. Now they've got a challenge on their hands, because this person's very codependent and they don't put in effort, and they were only there for material gain and to be looked after. And they are not, this is not a giver. This is not someone who puts in. This is someone with their hand out, and they put their hand out and they're going to act like they can't cope all the time. And that's how they kept this Emperor. And I do find that with Emperor energy and Empress energy, they seem to attract people who are codependent on them, because the Emperor and the Empress will nurture, will take care, will step up, will provide, will do the work, and they attract people who don't do that. And I think that's what this Emperor had to realise. Yeah, this is definitely about a relationship, a foundation, okay, a relationship, a home, a marriage. And I feel like this Emperor couldn't do anything right, or it was never good enough. Yeah, the devil. Someone who was codependent, toxic, wanted to keep this Emperor chained to them, and they did that by cutting off emotions, closing their heart, so treating someone badly, telling people they're not good enough. That's okay, I've got it. Here's the message. The downfall of this Emperor is the fact that, you know, trying to prove yourself. They seem to have someone who had it over them. You don't provide well enough. You're not good enough. This isn't good enough. I'm always unhappy. We're not. It's because there was no love and no emotion and no emotional connection here, and they weren't working as a team. One wanted to be looked after. One wanted to be provided for, and they kept this Emperor down by working on his self-esteem. Yeah. Two of Pentacles. Imbalance. There was an imbalance here. And the imbalance was this masculine energies trying to defend themselves, the lovers. It was a relationship. And now this Devil card, this toxicity, has, you know, this is abandonment. This is putting someone out in the cold. This is being somebody here, and I'm going to say it. I know this is not going to sound very good, but I've got to say what comes through, honestly. This relationship was very possibly sexually based, lust based, with the Devil card, and isolation here. This was someone that was tempted or controlled by sex, lust, what can you give me, what can you provide, materialism. And this Emperor's ego went there. And this was his wish fulfillment. This person was his wish fulfillment, only to find out there's no love there. This person's wants and needs and desires are never filled. They just consistently have annoyances, have competition and conflicts, and that's how they controlled. So these two were in a relationship through wounds, playing on each other's wounding. The Emperor, who has a pretty big ego, who wants to be the man and the successful man or masculine or person of the family, not just saying it's a man. And this person played on that. That's how they kept them. That's how they controlled them. Look how unhappy I am. And then there was lots of, probably just sex-based with no love, passion. And that's how this Queen of Earth in reverse kept this person. I'm trying to stay really civil here. This is a gold digger. This is someone who lets their man or woman know they're never good enough. They're never satisfied enough. They never provide them enough money. They never do enough for them. They never work enough. They never, but this person doesn't put in any effort either, but they're very lustful. They're very sexual. They're very controlling of someone's base chakra, which is their emotions. They know how to rock their stability. They know how to make them feel inadequate. I said it. I don't like this person. I don't like the way they do this. That's what I'm saying. It's a trauma bond. It's a definitely trauma bond. We've got an Empress here, a Queen of Coins, and the Palace of Swords. Now, this person possibly could be pregnant, could have had a baby, or be codependent that way. They could have got them. Queen of Coins. Queen of Earth is Queen of Coins in reverse. Queen of Coins. Same Queen's coming out, under the lover, in a relationship. Palace of Swords. They thought this Emperor could bring their dreams into reality. This Emperor cannot build with this person. This Emperor thought this was his Empress. He thought she was loving, caring, nurturing. Is she? No. She was an Emperor. She controlled. She was the masculine. She wanted to rule and control, and she did that by never being happy, never being satisfied, playing on this person's Okay, so one thing is they could have had children, a baby, a pregnancy. Someone thought they were with their Empress and they were not. They chose the wrong lover. They tried to be traditional and move towards that with no success, no love, no compassion. Another message I'm getting here is this Emperor is going to find his Empress or be with an Empress who is a provider, a carer, a nurturer, a hard worker who puts in effort, and that is part of his future with the Temperance here, and that's the balance he needs. He needs someone, Emperor works hard, puts in a lot of effort. It really needs, the only match for the Emperor is the Empress. Now I am going to say this, and it is a bit harsh. This Emperor got a fake Empress. He chose the fake Empress. But this Empress really made out she was loving and caring and nurturing, and only to find out that she was not. And she was not hardworking, and she was not going to put in the effort. They're asking you to have faith. We've got the King of Cups. See, he's looking for emotional connection, and he's looking back. Yeah, look at that. He's looking back. He's looking back. He's looking back now. Yep, illusion and delusion. Somebody was able to pull the wool over this Emperor's eyes, only to get Six of Swords, betrayal, Palace of Cups. I feel he thought he was going to get this serene, loving, caring, nurturing situation. And he didn't. Tower. Yep, Five of Swords. Somebody here had to go into reflection. Somebody here was tricked. High Priestess, secrets. Five of Swords, again, swords. No, someone was tricked. Oh, they had a choice of two directions, and this Emperor chose the wrong direction. All right, so what's the outcome? What's going to happen here? He's moving forward. Can he get out of this? Oh, this has just got messy. Ten of Cups. I think he has gone through the illusion. I think he's now wanting his Ten of Cups. There's a death, there's an ending, and a Knight of Wands. So this Emperor, let's say Emperor energy, is definitely putting an end to this Ten of Cups, or there is a death on this so-called what he thought was his Ten of Cups. Yep, Sun, illumination, and Knight of Wands here moving forward. Something's been illuminated, or he's realised what his Ten of Cups is. Yep. There's lots of pentacles in here, and justice is coming in. Okay, tell me a little bit more about this. Yeah, he's had a spiritual awakening, a spiritual growth, a spiritual upgrade, a enlightenment. The warrior, he's ready to, yeah, there was something, that's about backstabbing, you know, a lot of things were done behind this Emperor's back. What was done behind this Emperor's back? Ten of Swords, that's closing out a cycle. This cycle's closing out. This is not working. How are we going for time? Ace of Swords, information, Sword of Truth, text, email, something, communication coming through. Change of perspective, Hangman. It's really bizarre that there's just this theme in this energy that I don't understand. This person was really able to put it over this Emperor, which is pretty hard to do. Spirit's saying there was a stubbornness in the Emperor as well, because they really did things behind the scenes, like this, whoever they were with, their unloving person, the person that they're now going to end a cycle with. There were things done in the dark, hidden behind their back. They couldn't see it though. They really could not see it. They had this Emperor seeing things in reverse. That's the message. This person was able, possibly High Priestess energy, but I'm talking lower vibration, not high vibration. So somehow they were very manipulative. They used emotions, or the Emperor's emotions. They were able to get this Emperor to see things upside down, round the wrong way. They were doing things behind the scenes. I feel like this Emperor had rose-coloured glasses on. And that's been reset. So whatever was done, let's say in the dark, behind the scenes, manipulation, whoever pretended they were this Queen of Pentacles, loving, caring, nurturing, compassionate, wanted a home, build a home, loving, hardworking, none of that happened. None of it. But this Emperor chose to ignore that. They knew, Emperors are not. I think the Emperor felt he had a handle on it and that things would change. So, yeah. They were meant to go through this. This was meant to happen. Someone was here to learn a big lesson. Very big lesson. Universal lesson. I feel this Emperor felt he could change this person, or if he just showed them how good he could be, or they would love him. They would desire him. They would become this loving, caring, nurturing person. And sometimes we have to, see, Paige, they were not. They knew that. This person knew, okay, I've got it. This is dark, guys. Sorry, it's gone left field, but I have to do it. It's come out. It's come out in the reading. It's going to resonate to someone. This person knew how to manipulate this Emperor, and they're only a page. They knew how to outplay them. They knew how to play on their trauma bonds. They knew how to make this Emperor feel like he was never good enough. He never did enough. They probably lured or controlled them through desires and sex and, those deeper, those lustful energies. And that made this Emperor's ego feel great. And this Emperor did more and more and more to the point of exhaustion. And it was never enough. It was never good enough. But he had to learn that. He had to learn that. And Spirit just said to me, because he chose that. He chose that. Yeah, and now he's got sleepless nights. Now he can't sleep. 3 of Cups, third party. Oh my gosh. The Fool. He chose a path, and he was the fool, obviously, in this situation from these cards. He feels it. He feels the fool. No, I'm not calling him that. Yeah, he chose a Page of Pentacles over a Queen of Pentacles. He had an Empress who was a Queen of Pentacles. And he chose to go with a fake Empress who was a fake Queen of Pentacles, who turned out to just be a Page of Pentacles and a Page of Wands, a trickster, a player. Someone tells you what you want to hear. I'll tell you anything you want to hear just to get my way. And unevolved. My gosh, young, incapable, can't look after themselves. It's like a child, like, a young person. But they knew what they were doing. Yeah, 10 of Cups. Queen of Swords. They came in to rule this Emperor. They knew he wanted that 10 of Cups. They knew he wanted that family. And they thought once they were in the power position, the loving, caring, nurturing went out the window. So it's nearly like the old story of once I had you back, once I charmed you, once I got back in the door, once I had you doing everything for me, once I was able to manipulate you and play on your trauma bonds. I'm sorry, this is so harsh, but it's what it is, and I'm going to give the truth. Okay? Once I did that, I became the Queen of Swords. And I wasn't caring and loving and nurturing to you. Why did they do this? They wanted victory. Maybe this Emperor's hurt them before. They manifested it. I'm not going to go there. They did energy work, manipulation work. This person is probably quite tapped in, but I would call them a lower vibrational, very intuitive person that knows how to work people or work people's emotions. So you can be a high priestess and tap into people's emotions, know how to work on emotions, come across. I call them very gifted people, people who can charm people, talk the talk, walk the talk, tell you what you want to hear, tap into what you want to know, what you want to hear. They can, but they don't use it for the right reasons, and they certainly aren't evolved or developed in it. They're just doing it to manipulate, to get what they want and get looked after. And then when they get that happening, everything goes out the window. That's not what you get. Oh dear, I'm going to wrap this up in a minute. We've got a few more minutes. I'm sorry for who's had to experience this, but you did choose it. You need to look at your this Emperor energy, possibly your ego, or why you chose that or were tricked or manipulated into that. There's a feeling here that I think this Emperor knew that on some level. What is, whoa, God, what is the lesson? What is the message, Spirit? I feel this Emperor was very in his ego, and he attracted someone who was very in their ego and saw that and knew how to play that. Look at the look on this person's face. They knew how to play this. Very cunning, very strategic. Queen of Swords is very strategic. Foolish. Can't make it up. Foolish. They saw this king as a fool, or this king, emperor, sorry, or he feels like a fool, maybe, I don't know. And I think he feels like a fool because this person has played his emotions or somehow tricked him. It's taking him into the dark night of the soul, which is where he needed to go. That's why the universe, you know, he had to learn this lesson. There was a lesson he was not learning here. The witch, they see this person had him under a spell. Now, whether you believe that people do that sort of work, energy work, or they just know how to have you under a spell. They know how to play your wounds. They know how to play your ego. They know how to play you. They're smarter than you in getting what they want to be looked after. We've all met them. We all know them. And they have played a good game. These people could be good actresses and actors, maybe. Power couple, okay. So they convinced this emperor that they were the empress, the fake empress and the fake queen of pentacles, and they said we can be a power couple. They see the both of you, equal exchange, power, that's the egos, and we will work together and we will do all this stuff together, and this person didn't put any and nothing was good enough and you weren't making enough money and rah, rah, rah and all of that, and they didn't put in the work anyway. They didn't put in the effort. They let you do it, and then they complained about it. The player. Someone was played like a fiddle. And you know what? I heard it's all for money. It was all for money. It was all for control, money, just someone wanting to be looked after. Someone here has a mindset that, you know, this man will take care of me, he will pay my bills, I will sit at home, vice versa. I'm just using the masculine because it's an emperor card. Yeah, marriage. The player wanted marriage. Go figure. That's how they were going to get this person to marry them. That's how they were going to get this person to commit to them. Tell them everything they wanted to hear. Be everything they wanted. Had them under a spell, under a lust spell, under a manipulation. It was a facade. It was fake. They played a beautiful role. They would have been a great actor or actress. And they did that to a point where they were in and it was committed, and now they're not that. And this emperor thought they could tame that in this person and saw potential. Oh my gosh. Now when I talk, I'm going to end this reading. Trauma bonds, and I have to wrap it up. I've got a minute. Battle of the wits. These two egos, their egos clash. Battle of the wits. They were trying to outplay each other. They were trying to outsmart each other. They were trying to both tell each other what they wanted to hear. But there's a lot of ego in this. This is a battle of egos or control. There was something going on like that, and that was the discovery. It was a fairy tale. It was fantasy full of coldness. They were both in on that game, and that was the lesson with each other. Sorry about that, guys, but the truth has to come out. I've delivered it. I hope you're getting through this and it brings confirmation or validation for you to transform and learn lessons. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.